In this video, we're going to see how we can create a displacement map and also how we can turn it into an actual geometry that we can perhaps print in 3D. So basically, we're going to start with painting. We're going to start with texture paint, and you can create a bump map and a displacement map, but then we're going to turn it into actual 3D. So the difference between bump map and displacement map is that the bump is more like an effect that is going to simulate kind of a relief or rough surface. Instead, the displacement, it's actually displacing the polygons of your object, but it's still a map until you can turn it into actual geometry. So let's get started. And this is the final result right here. So you can see that this is my texture, and I paint these like circles on this texture. And this is the actual geometry with the extruded displacement map. So let's get started from the beginning. I'm gonna create a new general file, and we're gonna use the simple box here. We don't need to have any other complex object. If you have a complex object, the most important thing for you to use the texture paint, so we're gonna move here to the texture paint interface, is to have a mapping, and it needs to be a precise envelope mapping like this. So you may want to check this out in the UV editing. So if everything is correctly mapped, no face would be overlapped to other faces. So everything is nice and unwrapped and flattened out in this texture space, which is the UV space. So once you make sure you have a correct mapping, you can continue with the texture paint. Now in texture paint, we need to create a texture. And this is where you're gonna select the displacement. So if you go here in the node texture, you click on plus icon, you can select which texture you wanna work on. And in my case, I wanna work with the displacement. You can see there is also the bump, but again, it's a really similar effect. So we can work with the displacement and use it as a bump and also all the way around. So we're gonna go directly into displacement. We're gonna choose the resolution, so the height and the width of our texture. And let's call this custom displacement, so we can remember that this is our own texture here. And do we want alpha? Well, we don't really need alpha or transparency. We can create a texture, we can generate a texture that is not a UV grid, but we can use a color. Now, to make this example more visible and more evident, we can use a really dark gray or a black color. So we're gonna paint on this, and we're gonna create the parts that will be in relief, that will be extruded. So let's say okay, and now this is our cube. Well, it's pretty dark, we cannot see much, but now we can zoom out here and we can start to paint. Now you can use all the painting tools here, and we're gonna paint with just standard white, and you can arrange the radius and everything else. So what I'm gonna do here is paint on these faces, and also the strength is important, and the stroke, the fall off, these will all change the way you're gonna displace the things, because total white will be total extrusion. There we go. And gray will be something in between, and black will be no extrusion. So when we work with gray, we are working with some extrusion. So I'm gonna paint some, symbols on these faces like this. Doesn't matter. You can create whatever you want. Okay, and you can see they start to appear because this is looking like, standard paint. There you go. And let's make a last one here. And let's make like some stripes like this. Okay, so you can see now I have symbols on all the faces, and what I'm gonna do here to see the texture, how it's behaving, I can go to the shading. Shading is where you test your materials. So you can see it created a node here and link it to the material output. So you can see it's outputting a displacement information, which is the texture that we just paint. And we can see it right away right here. You can see that it's behaving like a bump map. So it's a fake 3D effect. And we can see this also in the render view. So if I move around the light, we will see that, let's go in this visualization here. So if I move around the light, you can see that it's gonna affect those just like they are real geometry, but they are not real geometry. These are simulated bump effects. So let's turn this bump into an actual displacement. And let's see the actual displacement in action. So to do this, we need more geometry. Otherwise, the displacement cannot take place. So let me just go back here to layout, select the cube, go to the edit mode, and start to subdivide. So right click and start to subdivide more and more. Well, you can actually go here and increase the level of subdivision more and more. And we can also do, again, select all, right click, subdivide, and subdivide even more. Now be careful not to subdivide too much. So let's stay to like not so high poly. Let's stay in this level of details. And now if I go back to object mode, we can see that again, nothing is appearing so far. So we cannot see the actual displacement. Now let's go from EV to cycles. And we can see also here we have the simulated effect, still no displacement. So the displacement needs to be an actual effect. Let me pause the render here, or let's go back here. So what we're gonna do is apply this texture to the displacement modifier. That's the easiest way we can do it, and we can also then turn it into actual 3D geometry. So what we're gonna do is go to the shading and save this image that we created, because this is not in any folder. It's kind of a missing, and it is not yet being saved. So what I'm gonna do is go to UV editing, and this is the texture right here. So I'm gonna save it. I'm gonna go to image, save this as a copy, and I will save this here. I'm gonna save this as custom displacement PNG, save image. Now this may appear as black, but it's not. It's just containing a lot of faces. Okay, now that we have this situation here, let's go back to shading. And I'm gonna just delete this node right here, press X, so that I have a plain white material. And we're gonna go back to layout, and let's go to modifier tab or modifier panel, click and search for displace. So this is where we wanna add our displacement map. So I'm gonna create a new map, and you can see it's doing this strange things here. All we need to do is decrease the mid level to 0. So we can start, and this is gonna be the black part. And now let's apply the texture, because now we need to go here and on the texture tab and click on open and navigate into the folder where we saved the texture UVs in an image. And then I'm gonna open image. And there you go. So now I have all the symbols here which have been displayed, but they are all being displayed on one face. You can see here it's not using the UV mapping yet. So what we're gonna do is go back to the modifier in the displacement tab, and let's change the coordinates from local to UV. And there you go. Now we have all the different symbols in all different directions, and we can also decrease a little bit the strength. We can also go the other way, but you need to change the mid level. So you can like create carvings, or you can create extrusion depending on how you're gonna work with this displacement texture. And everything works really fine and nice once you set up everything. So this will be all for this video guide. I hope you enjoyed, and if you did, please subscribe to the channel. And if you want to support us, if you wanna thank us, you can join the channel as a supporter. And that's it. Check our other video courses and video guides in Blender if you found difficulty in following this one here. And thank you. See you.